Hi, everyone. This is Pam Torrey from Ingage, and you're listening to the Engaged podcast. We know tech is changing the way people market and sell now more than ever. And on this show, I sit down with sales and marketing thought leaders and experts to learn how you can create, share, and measure your way to success. In today's episode, I'm thrilled to be joined by Tess Bernardi, Director of Sales at Guild Quality, as we delve into how their technology revolutionizes home improvement businesses. And we're going to gain some of her insights on navigating the modern sales landscape. Thanks for being here, Tess.
Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here with you today.
Well, we have been partnered with Guild Quality for, I think, 4 years now. When I started here, we were just in initial conversations with you guys to figure out how we work together. And I remember back then being really impressed by what our customers were able to do with your platform. And so I'm really excited to be able to bring this conversation to our audience today. And I'd like to start off by getting to know a little bit more about you, though. So, Tess, can you tell me more about your background and how it brought you to this role at Guild Quality today?
For sure. I graduated college actually with a marketing degree. A couple years after college, I started with Guild Quality back in 2017. So 8 years ago, I guess, this April. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess, right? And I started out as an account executive. I was helping contractors really level up their business by using their customer feedback in an actionable way. And over the years, I attended, a number of conferences, met tons of business owners, partners like you guys. Loved it so much. I kept at it, and here I am 8 years later as the director of sales for Guild Quality. And I think what really drove my career the most was getting to know the different business owners, the partners that we're working with. I'm truly 100% a people person at heart. So the more conversations I had led to a better understanding of the needs within our industry. And then taking that and knowing the results that Guild Quality can yield, how we can really make an impact for our members, it gets me up and at 'em every morning.
I always love hearing about people. There seems to be a pipeline of people who get marketing degrees, but who are really like people and are really extroverted who end up in sales.
Yeah.
That seems to be a pipeline that exists. And it always makes me really happy because so yeah, I'm the director of marketing. I love talking to sales leaders who have a marketing background because I
Yeah.
think that they have such a unique insight into how their customers can leverage different tools and just the way that the two departments overlap because they really have to work together as one. So I always find that to be fascinating when our guests or our partners have those backgrounds.
I completely agree. They go hand in hand, and it's really exciting to see because it's all about the story, right? The narrative. And I think it's really exciting to see how we can implement that in a way that really makes sense.
So let's dive a little bit into Guild Quality itself. Can you give us an overview of what Guild Quality is and how your services support the home services and home improvement industries?
Absolutely. So, Guild Quality, we are a customer satisfaction surveying platform. The cool thing about us is we are built specifically for the industry. Really, what it boils down to is that we at Guild Quality reach out to homeowners on the contractor's behalf to gather candid feedback and a review at the highest response rate by far because we're using a multi-touch approach. So we're actually reaching out to homeowners using email, text, and phone call, which makes it easy for the homeowners to leave our contractors with the responses, the feedback, the reviews that they're looking for. We can also do this with potential leads to help increase close rates, make sure there's no money left on the table. At the end of the day, it's one of my favorite ways I see our members really impact their bottom line. And once we capture that feedback, we don't stop there, right? That feedback is great, but what you do with it is what really matters. So we actually provide our members with some really cool custom performance reporting that you guys can actually have reflect your team, your process, your goals, right? Do you want to see, how your sales team stacks up against one another? Do you want to see different divisions of your business, right? Window installation versus siding versus roofing. I've even got members who use it to actually divvy up the different products that they're installing to see how customers are satisfied with that. So they can actually make true recommendations off of previous installations. But again, on the flip side too, because my core is with marketing, we've got some really cool marketing tools to leverage all of the feedback and reviews that we're gathering for our members online. It's really great that our members know they're doing well. We know they're doing well. But what matters the most at the end of the day is that potential clients know how well they're doing. We want to get our members in front of as many potential clients as possible to really go the extra mile.
So, as we were getting ready for this conversation, our team likes to do a lot of research. We talk to your team to make sure that, we understand everything that you're offering. And one thing I think a lot of our customers run into is that Google is consistently making updates to all of their platforms. I know this from a marketing perspective. Every time I get comfortable with analytics, they just come in and like make complete changes to the platform, rip everything out that I knew and change it and make it different. And they do the similar things with their review platforms. They keep offering new features or they change how they rank reviews and how they're prioritizing things. And so, we were looking at Google Review Boost. And I'm wondering if you could walk us through like how that works and the impact it can have on a company's online reputation and visibility. Because we know as Ingage, we know that our customers are just desperate to get their reviews out there more because homeowners are reading like up to 50 reviews of contractors before they make a decision about who to go with. So can you walk us through this feature a little bit?
Absolutely. I mean, you know just as well as I do, Google is king. It's its own verb at the end of the day, right? You're going to research something, you're going to Google it, right? So, everything that you're talking about, you're not alone. One of the biggest things that we've heard from our member base over the years was that getting reviews online was almost like pulling teeth. So we decided to take matters into our own hands, take the work off their plates. We figured, with our extremely high response rate, that we could really make a difference for them. So we did a lot of research and we came up with a way to simply ask for the Google review request right at the top of the survey, knock out two birds with one stone. And I will say the one thing that kept us up at night was the worry that it would impact our overall response rates for our surveys, right? Because that's something that we hang our hat on at the end of the day. But I'm here proud to announce that it hasn't been the case. Our overall survey responses are still steady on average about 60 to 65% for our member base. And we see that 1 out of every 9 survey recipients follow through with the Google review request. So it's truly incredible when you think about the amount of organic business Google drives on a daily basis. It's imperative to put yourself at the top of that search when someone is Googling, remodelers in my area. It can really make or break you. And the cool thing about build quality, and it's something that I talk a lot about with our members, is because we have such a high response rate, it really does help them in the long run. Because one of the things that Google is looking for when organic search is happening is they're looking not only at the amount of Google reviews, right, but the consistency of it. And because we do have such a high response rate, we're basically constantly tapping Google on the shoulder to say, hey, look at this member, right? Look at this contractor in your area. And it helps populate them at the top of that search.
Yeah, something we talk about a lot in our conversations with contractors is that you have to have fresh reviews. This is something I keep reminding our customers. I'm tapping them on the shoulder saying, hey, have you updated the reviews that are in your sales presentation recently? Because homeowners, customers don't want to see a review that's more than 90 days old. They don't really care what a customer more than 90 days ago said. They want to see somebody who just had their project finished and who's very happy with it. So that makes a ton of sense that you need to constantly be asking for the thing that you need in order to stay relevant.
Absolutely.
So I want to pick your marketing brain a little bit more here, because the digital landscape has been evolving really rapidly, especially in this industry. For an industry that has a reputation as being kind of, paper based still, it's really shocking how fast everything is moving right now in the digital scene. Why do you believe it's essential for home improvement businesses to embrace digital marketing tools and strategies? And what advantages do you think that they can anticipate from embracing these tools with the shift towards digital?
Yeah, I think kind of coincides with what we were just talking about, right? It's about being relevant. It's essential because the world is constantly evolving all around us. I am constantly talking to our members. If you want to be top dog in your area, you have to move just as quick. Otherwise, your competition is going to leave you in the dust. You can't be scared of it. You have to embrace it with arms wide open. I think it's interesting. We saw even during COVID a couple of years ago, there were companies that wanted to buckle down, wait out the storm before they invested any money in any other resources, right? And then there were companies that dove headfirst into digital marketing because they saw the opportunity. And we're seeing the results of that today. The latter is who's coming out on top, right? And I was actually just talking with a member earlier today, and something they said really struck a chord with me. They actually said, move fast or get past. And I know it sounds like a Ricky Bobby quote, right? Huge Will Ferrell fan over here, but it rings true. If you want to come out on top, you've got to separate yourself from the competition and embrace it.
So along those lines, for somebody who is maybe newer to the industry or is perhaps taking over a business, we have a lot of second generation owners who are coming into leadership in their family businesses now. And they're being handed essentially a business that's still using carbon copies for contracts. And they're still very much that analog business. Navigating the world of marketing technology it can be really scary if this is your first time and maybe you're coming from the production side of the business and this is your first time in leadership. How does Guild Quality assist its clients in finding the right tools for their unique needs?
I think it makes sense, right? With all things in life, it starts with a conversation, right? It starts with some education. I know at Guild Quality here, we have that initial conversation and we just decipher what the goals are of our members, what their needs are, what their issues are, how we can truly help them. We have thousands of members who have loads of different goals. It's not a one size fits all mentality by any means, right? Not one business is the same. We have members at Guild Quality who are looking to, increase repeat referral business. Maybe they're a newer company, right? We can help with our customer satisfaction survey, that end of project survey to increase repeat referral business. We have members who are looking to get a more accurate reflection of what they do online and grow their business by getting more reviews, right? Let's say it's a second generation owner. They've been in business for the last 40 years. Well, we want to make sure they're in business for the next 40 years, get a truly accurate representation of what they do out online for potential clients to see. So we can help with our Google review boost feature. We also have members who have seen significant growth, which is great. But with that, they're experiencing growing pains, right? And we can help with our custom operational tools to help them track trends, see what's working well, see what they might need to focus on moving forward. And then, we also have members who are spending tons of money on leads, but their close rates are not nearly where they need them to be. And we can help with our lead surveying capabilities. So there's tons of ways for the cookie to crumble, so to speak. Tons of ways that we help our members every day. We're more than happy to tailor a plan to not only meet their needs, but achieve their goals. I think it all starts with that conversation, right? Just being open to talking about what's going on in their world. We can help educate them on what it is that we can do to help drive the needle for them. But I think it's just really getting to know one another.
So I want to take kind of a hard pivot here and talk about a hot button topic that seems to be everywhere. This topic is all over podcasts in the industry, webinars. I keep seeing it discussed on stage at events, and that is AI, artificial intelligence. So AI is kind of everywhere right now in marketing, from content creation to lead scoring and lead routing to conversation analytics from call centers and in-home sales appointments. How does Guild Quality integrate AI with its solutions to empower clients and drive success? What are you guys doing with this new powerful tool in the market?
Yeah, it's true, right? AI is the main focus of 2024. It's all anyone can talk about, and it's for a really good reason, right? Because it's revolutionizing the way that we live, we work, whether it's helping people make business decisions or even plan a family vacation. I just used it to help plan a vacation to Disney for my family.
But I do laugh about that because they had to make that app to replace me. That is like how, because I used to make like the big spreadsheet with like the multiple tabs and everything for a Disney trip. They had to create an AI tool to replace me. So
I
I
love
think it's
that.
really funny that like that's the way consumers are interacting with it though. They're like everybody's interacting with AI and it's just eating into businesses now.
It is because people understand. I mean, there's so much information out there, right? And what AI is helping us do is get better results using less time and less resources, right? It's a global phenomenon. Why it matters for us specifically with our members is because it analyzes vast amounts of data and distills it into concise, actionable insights. The promise of AI, it's got long term impacts, right? But when it comes to customer experience, it's really important because it has immediate ramifications to the success of your business, right? You could spend thousands of dollars going out to a consulting firm to get their insights on your business, or you can leverage tools like Disney is doing or like Guild Quality is doing to help understand that data, that information, and provide it to a digestible way for businesses to then make decisions that are truly going to impact their bottom line. And I mean, you guys know it just as well as we do, but your customer's perception is your brand's reality. And that's why it is so vital. Build Quality, we've actually done two really cool features with AI for our members. The first is the Guild Quality AI Insights Report. I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but what it does is it basically sifts through all of the commentary that homeowners are leaving for our members. And it actually picks up on different keywords and different sentiments that are being left with that commentary. So it's helping people get a better understanding of why they got certain scores and for instance, likely to recommend or the communication or the safety portion of the survey, right? And it's taking all of those themes, whether they be positive or negative, and it actually provides that data, takes it from being quantitative, from the scoring, right? 5 stars or what have you. And it actually provides them qualitative data so that way they can get a better understanding of where they can really focus moving forward to truly impact the bottom line. And then on the flip side, we've also got the AI chat feature for Guild Quality. It's very similar. Have you used Chat GPT before?
Yeah. We actually have ChatGPT integrated into our product to help people be able to write copy because it's so hard to start from blank pages. So yeah, ChatGPT's got you covered.
Goodness, it really does make a difference. And like the way that our members are using it basically, they can ask the questions in real time, provides them the data, provides them the customer comments to back up the data, and then it provides solutions, advice on what to do about certain things, right? And I actually just had a member earlier, I was playing around with it with them, and they have a quarterly report that's coming out soon, right? We're coming towards the end of Q2, I think, as of today.
Yep. I've been writing my
Yeah.
Q3 plan.
And basically, what they did was they got a couple of key points of data that they wanted to use in that quarterly report. But just for fun, we asked our AI chat feature to write a poem using customer commentary. It was like a Taylor Swift song, but with actual homeowner feedback within the poem. It was fabulous. And they were so excited to be able to leverage that in their marketing material moving forward. So it's really cool to see the different ways that it makes our members' lives easier and it also impacts their business. I think the biggest value when talking about AI, at least from a Guild Quality standpoint, we see it really providing answers to questions that our members didn't even think to ask in the first place. And that alone, I think, is so valuable.
Yeah, it's really helpful when you can just get a different perspective on something, or when you have that functionality there that can just help you get information faster because time is money. That's it really is. Speed. We talk all the time about speed to lead, but if you can shave a week off of a project because you have an AI tool that can help you either get the data, get the data under control for that project, or to help you write copy for it, or to help you do something like that can help you start seeing return on investment that much faster.
Exactly.
So, Tess, I make everybody who comes on this podcast answer one question before I let them leave. And that is, what's one trend that you think every business owner or sales manager should have on their radar this year?
It's a great question. I think the one word that is blaring in my brain, it's automation, right? The big players I see right now are positioning themselves for success by automating everything they can. It kind of goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about. The goal is to work on your business, not in it. If you can find shortcuts or hacks to be more effective, that's the way to go. Our members are experts at what they do, whether that be, installing new windows, building a home, remodeling a kitchen. Here at Guild Quality, we're experts at customer satisfaction. It's a key driver for the growth of your business. I'm a big fan. Let the bakers bake, right? So assess your business, identify what's most important to drive it forward, and find those experts. And like you just said, time is the one resource you can't buy more of. So it's truly imperative to work smarter, not harder.
Wonderful. Well, Tess, it was a joy to have you on today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for listening to the Ingaged podcast. Be sure to visit ingage.io for more information on how to create, share, and measure your way to success. If you love the Ingaged podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you listen to podcasts. Until next time.